Wildcard weekend is officially come and gone, and my picks this week were pretty damn good. I went 5-1 with the only game I lost was having the Niners upsetting Philadelphia. Overall, pretty good week for picking. Only problem with my picks is that the NFC runner-up in the Philadelphia Eagles losing. But I'd be lying if I also didn't think the Niners could pull it off. Because I mentioned in one of my earlier videos that I think the NFC West can run the entire NFC as we see it going on. And it's the most historic division in football. That said, I still have my Super Bowl teams alive. I'm a Seahawks fan, so obviously I'm a little bit more biased on this one. Now let's get into my divisional round picks for this week, given the new matchups. Start in the AFC with the Bills going to the Denver. Very impressive win by the Bills, especially Josh Allen going on the road, getting their first road win in decades. And I know Bo Nix isn't necessarily the same level as Josh Allen by any means, but I do think their defense holds them to a very minimal amount of points on offense. I think the Broncos get it done. Moving on to the AFC Conference Championship. One side note is I think a lot of people picking the Steelers this week was absolutely ludicrous. I don't think the Steelers ever had a chance, or even if it was the Ravens, I don't think any of them had a chance. Texans defense is just way too good. Neither the Steelers or Ravens had an offense that could keep up with anyone on the Texans defense. That said, I do think their run ends here. I think the Patriots are just playing, again, way too good at football right now. They're dominating just as good defensively. Drake May is on a roll, and I think it's going to be a 1 versus 2 seed in the AFC Championship game. It's going to be a fun one. Moving over to the NFC, we have the San Francisco 49ers, who were just beat up going into Seattle, so I picked Seattle. Given this is a rivalry game, I think it's going to be a pretty close game, but I think the Seahawks pull away. Defense just too good. They're healthy, they're rested, they're ready to go. Like I mentioned earlier, the NFC West is very stacked and it's loaded, so I think the Rams also go into Chicago and beat up the Bears. I think the experience they have in LA, I think Matt Stafford just tears apart that defense. And the Bears aren't playing the backers this time around, so there's no fourth quarter collapse happening this time. I'd be happy to see the Bears go on in the NFC Championship, but I think the Rams get it done. So we have another NFC West rivalry game going into the NFC Championship game with LA going into Seattle. Let me know your thoughts. I think my picks below really give a best chance at the best conference championship weekend we could possibly have with Drake May and Bo Nix, two young quarterbacks going at it with two great defenses. And then, of course, the best division in football probably ever with the Rams and Seahawks going at it. I hope all these teams can pull it out. The Seahawks fan, I'm hoping the Seahawks can just dominate the Niners from start to finish, but I'm imagining a close game given just, the nature of the Niners. They're a tough team. They're going to be tough to get out, so hope they bring their best. Go Hawks.